Hi everybody, I'm Jay with Ukulele Jay BBQ, and today I have a special video with my friend Karen, who has never seen or used the Tormek T-1. Tormek came out with a new cover, which is awesome. Real nice leather handle, it's riveted, cool pocket, cool for my barbecue, it's great. So here we go. The Tormek T-1, Karen, has a couple features. Actually, three main features. It has the angle guide that's adjustable on the side. Actually, four. This is the angle guide on the side right here. Okay, and you can actually take this and adjust this to any angle on your knife. Then it has a magnet just in here. This magnet is a feature you don't find on I haven't seen any other sharpeners with magnets like this. And what it does is, as you're drawing the knife, you get metal that comes off, really fine metal shavings, almost looks like black dust. Well, instead of inhaling that and breathing it in or getting all over, this actually traps it right here. And you can pop that out. I take a damp paper towel, and there's a way to do that, and I have a video on how to clean that. We have the diamond honing wheel, which is right here. And this is a 600 grit diamond wheel, which is a good medium. When you start getting into 200 and lower, 200, 150, those are really coarse grits. It's gonna take a lot of metal off the knife. You don't need something that aggressive. So 600 is a good number. And then when you're done with that, the 600 grit, you can move over, and this is actually a honing wheel. The honing wheel does not do sharpening. It actually takes off the micro abrasions that are on the knife from the sharpening with the metal. So it leaves a nice, smooth, clean apex, which is the top part of that knife when you get done. And this knife looks like it has even some minor chips in it. It's pretty bad shape. With this, the nice thing is it's a fixed RPM speed. A lot of things you buy in the store, or you go to a hardware store and buy things and people think you can get something, just grind it. They're not the proper speed, rotational, you ruin the knife. So this has been designed specifically for knife sharpening, kitchen knives. I have a video on how to check the angle on your knife, but I know looking at this, that this is an older Henkel's knife. How old do you think this is?
Oh, over 20 years.
Over 20 years. So, and I've got some sets. Henkel's is great, German steel. So I know these knives are 15 degrees for this age of knife and for the Henkel's. So we're gonna set the angle adjustment to 15 degrees right here. So you just loosen this up, and you have to be careful because the magnet will go and stick to it. So just loosen this up like so. Hear that? It sticks to it. So we're gonna put this on 15 degrees. And does that look like 15?
Yep.
Okay, 15, and we'll tighten that up. And now we have this set at 15 degrees on the adjustment angle. We're gonna go ahead and do a test with the best tester. Now, anything that's above 400, especially in the 450 range, is getting super dull. We wanna stay anything around 100 to 150. Factory knives are about 300. I've seen them in the 200s if they're a really good sharpening job in the factory. But anything under 300 is decent and sharp, it's gonna cut. Above that, it's gonna get bad. So let's take a look and see what this is going to be. And this is the gram pressure that we push down, and you just set it on there and slowly go down until it breaks. And this one's really dull. So we're going to look at the measurement. What do we have now?
696.
Okay, 696 is the reading on here, and we said that what's factory head sharpness?
300, under 300.
Under 300. So this is really in bad shape. We're going to actually take our Tormek T-1 and facing you, so the angle guide is here on the right side, we're going to turn this on. Super quiet, right? Super, super quiet. And what you're going to do is you're going to place the knife, and we'll show the people here. We're going to place the knife between this. This is your guide in here, okay?
Okay.
It's got felt inside, so it's not going to damage your knife. And you're going to place the knife inside like so, and you're going to draw it all the way through, and you push it down until it makes contact. And you don't have to take this and press it hard. You just put it in. Once you're making contact, keep it there firmly, and you're gonna just pull it through nice and easy. And we're gonna do it on both sides, okay? So we're gonna put it in one way, and we're gonna turn it, and we're gonna do it the other way, and we're gonna put this in, and because it's 15 degrees, the angle's already set up perfectly. So we're gonna put this in like so, put it down, and once you make contact, and I can hear the chink, chink, because there's chips, I can hear it's really uneven, and it's like clink, clink, clink. That's not the wheel, that's the knife because it's so bad, and I can see the small little tiny chips in here. And you go nice and slow. You don't want to go super fast, not too slow, but because it's 600, you don't really have a high risk of damaging a knife.
Okay.
If you use a really high speed, type of sharpener, and you just hold it somewhere, even like that, you're going to grind that metal down so fast. And so this is really safe and doesn't really damage a knife. So let's do this side.
Okay.
So go ahead and take the knife, and don't worry, not going to hurt anything. I put it all the way through, and you can go back and forth, but start with it at the back. That's it. And just slowly push it down. Make sure you have just enough pressure to firmly, touch the rotating wheel. That's it. And you don't want to hold it. Just slowly go all the way to the tip. Okay. And then if the tip's curved, you can pull up a little bit on the knife.
Okay.
Just a little bit, yeah, just go all the way through, and then at the end, pull up just a little bit. You want to make sure you hear contact all the way through. Yeah, there you go. Now, what I do is we've done, say, one set of passes, all right? Facing this way, and the reason you have it facing this way with this on the right side as you're looking at it is because this is spinning, and this is spinning away from you. You never want anything spinning towards you with a knife. So the other thing is that, and this is the tricky part that people think is a big deal, it's really not, this is a 15-degree knife. How do I know how to hold this and not screw it up? If it's super, super shallow, nothing's happening.
Right.
If it's too steep, I should say, if it's too steep, then it's going to actually take off that apex. You're going to actually dull the knife. So you'll learn about this, and I can feel with knives where that degree is by just taking it on, and I can feel, and I know right about there is 15 degrees. You might not feel it, but over time, you're going to get used to it, and you'll feel it. If it's a 20-degree knife, you'll be able to put it on and know where 20 degrees is. If you're 1 or 2 degrees off, it's not going to make a difference.
Okay.
The thing about my videos is that I do this for the average person like yourself to sharpen knives and enjoy sharpening, have a really sharp knife set for the kitchen, and not have to go to YouTube and look at these people that are knife experts, and they're talking above your head. Yeah. They're telling you it's got to be at 15 degrees. If you're at 16 and a half, it's going to screw it up. You don't have to worry about it. It's just not critical for cooking in the kitchen. You just want a sharp knife. It doesn't matter really, if it's 15 degrees versus 20, all that's going to do is the thinner the angles, 20 degree, it's going to go through proteins easier, right? Correct. But if you're doing, like, I have a knife where if I'm chopping carrots or you're doing like, hard vegetables, I'm going to go to a knife that has a bigger bevel.
When you're honing the knife, can you hear the sound difference? Or
not a whole lot.
You feel it?
You feel it, yeah. You don't really hear a whole lot with this. It's a really softer material that you use when you're actually doing the knife. So we're going to take this on here like so, and we're going to take the knife, we're going to put it on the honing, and we're actually, once it touches it, you're going to run it across just like this. Okay? Back and forth, right? Back and forth a couple times like so. And again, and I'll do it up here so you can see it, the viewers can see it. If I put it on here and it's a little bit steep or a little shallow, it's not gonna be super critical. You don't want too steep because that's gonna dull it. But if it's too shallow, that's better off because you're not gonna hurt it. We're gonna go ahead and just you can start either side, and I usually do a couple passes on each side of this like so. This also polishes the blade. And I've done 2 passes. Look at the difference already.
It is. Yep.
Look at the difference on this already. Huge, huge difference. So what I want to do is we're gonna go on the other side now. Okay, I was doing this side. So you flip the knife over, and you're gonna go and do this way. Okay? And make sure the knife's up a little bit. You want to make sure you're about an angle. And let me give you a little tip real quick here. I actually take my hand and I place it on top of the blade to support it because I also can feel.
So it's even pressure.
I can feel, and if I even put my fingers over a little bit, I can feel where that bevel is nice and where it stops.
Oh, okay.
And then I hold it here, and then I move it across, back and forth. That way I'm at the perfect angle. So it's not rocket science, it's not difficult, it's just, and it's your first time, so you're doing great, just practice. Put it down so it's at a perfect angle. Just hold it there, and then move back and forth. Keep it level. Don't angle the knife up. It's a habit people do. Keep this tip down like this. There you go. Angle it up. Now we don't hear anything, right?
I don't hear anything.
So
too flat.
Too flat. So move it up. Keep going, move it up. Okay, probably still a little bit too flat, but that's okay. We're gonna move it up some more. That's a good angle. You can hear it's just grabbing that tip. Okay, and you wanna make sure we get the tip here, so you're gonna go and move it across, all the way across, and keep this tip down, like that, and stay there, and then come all the way back this way. So let's take a look and see what it looks like now. And it's getting better. It's not perfect, but look now, all that rough, look like potted kind of marks, that's already gone just from that. All right. Now, what we've done is we've taken off the micro abrasions. We've polished a little bit of it. I can feel it's actually getting a little bit sharper, and we're going to move that through and do 1 or 2 hands. So I want to, and I watch a lot of times when I'm doing this to make sure that I get a really nice, even run across the diamond wheel. And again, you're doing great for your first time. And every knife's different, but what's great is when you put it on the Tormek, it's the same.
Yeah.
You set the angle up.
It is, it's nice.
If you don't know the angles, you can watch my video on how to check the angle on your knife for your Tormek T-1. And it's very simple. And then once you know what the knives are, if you have a lot of knives and they're different angles, I have a little book that I keep. And I know what my knife, because I have, 50 knives. Right. I know what most of them are, but if I'm not sure, I can go look at my guide and double check and then set the angle for that knife. Remember, don't be too shallow. You're not going to hurt it. Tip that knife up so the blade is at an angle, and make sure the knife is flat and up. That's it, exactly. and you want to hear constant contact all the way. You can't hurt it. Great. So we're actually, this is the honing side, and it's looking really good. So I'm going to show a tip. Karen was honing, and when she was doing it, she was taking the knife and she was doing this. Okay, that is not how you want to hone. You don't need to do that. It's a natural reaction because it's curved to do this with the knife. You want to take the knife and pull it across and go all the way across, and at the very end you can lift up a little bit, and that's going to get the curve. Okay? You don't need to do this with the knife. Go all the way across, don't curve the knife, lift up a little bit at the end, and you'll get the tip. Remember, keep the knife flat. You got it lifted up. I'm watching here. Keep that blade level across it, exactly. And looking at this, I can see that apex is getting nice and shiny. So for this one, I'm gonna go ahead and take a couple passes and we're gonna see if we can get that smoothed out a little bit. So what you can do is you can focus on an area, but again, I'm gonna do it because people have a tendency to pause. We don't wanna pause, but we're gonna focus on there to get this out a little bit and bring this down. So I'll bring it in and we're gonna go right to about there. And I'm just gonna go ahead and we're gonna work this back and forth right in this area. And then what I'll do is I'll stay in one area a little bit and then I'll move all the way to forward and back so that we're kind of taking care of everything at the same time, but I'll still focus on that one part there because that had that kind of chip in there, which you can take out minor chips with this, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So we're gonna go, and again, you wanna make sure you take care of the whole knife, and but I wanna focus on that one area right in there. All right, and then we're gonna turn this around like so. And the thing that's cool too is, can you see, take a look at this, the magnet here?
I see all those shavings.
Yep, all that little fuzz. And let me get a close-up of this for everybody so they can see this.
And this is all the metal shavings that you don't want to breathe in. With other sharpeners, you will breathe in that metal dust, which is not good. And with this magnet captures that all.
Okay, so now we're gonna focus on this side, and again, I can see it's right there. So we're gonna focus on this a little bit, right back in here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and test the knife. So we'll do that and get that off there. And you might notice there's little shavings that you'll see on a counter. That is not the metal dust. That is from the honing wheel. This is a soft material that's impregnated with that honing material. So it will come off and it wipes off. It's, you know, it's not a big deal. So let's take a look and see as we put this down what we're at. Okay, now you may be surprised. What does that say?
195.
195. So we are in razor sharp territory right now. This knife will cut amazing. I'm actually prepping some things. What do we have? Now, I'll let you be the tester. So we're at 195, got some squash. Go ahead and cut it and tell me if it feels smooth to you.
Oh, it's like butter. Like butter.
There you go.
What a difference.
Yeah, look how thin you can get that. Yep. So there you go. So
Very nice. New knife.
New knife. Yep, your knife's all good to go. It's sharp. We did it with the Tormek T-1. The thing that's great about this, it's an all-in-one unit. You saw somebody that has zero experience. She's never touched the Tormek, I promise. She's seen my videos and she's visiting here and I wanted her to try this today. She has all her knives and guess what? She gets to do her knives because I'm not gonna do them for her. And she'll be a pro when she gets done with this. And in this video, down below, I'm gonna have a discount code for people who want to get the Tormek T-1. It is exclusive. Tormek does not post discount codes, nor do I, but in this video down below, for a limited time, there will be a code. But we're also doing something really cool. I'm giving away a Tormek T-1. So for people in the comments, put in the comments why you want a Tormek T-1 and what you think this would do to change your life in the kitchen. We're gonna go ahead and select a winner, and when I say we, Tormek and I directly will look at all the comments and somebody will get contacted by me. Make sure you leave your Instagram, Facebook, or way down below that we can contact you. Keep your eye out, I'll contact you, and it will only come from me, from a DM. I'll do a confirmation contact, and then we're gonna ship you this beautiful Tormek T-1. You can then watch all my videos on Tormek T-1s on how to do all the different knives in your kitchen, and we'll see you on the next one. Until next time, smoke on, baby!